I'm Charles Aite. Let's start with our development story this afternoon. A total of 2,788 companies have been removed from the database of the Registrar General's department. Now, these companies failed to file the annual returns with the department after months of warning. And of course, companies delisted, as you could see on your screen, we shall put that up shortly, from the database of the Registrar General's department have 1,374 fall within companies limited by guarantee, which are churches, fan clubs, associations, unions, schools, etc. Out of these numbers, well, 978 of them include external companies, and 395 are voluntarily owned by companies for delisting. Well, thankfully, we're joined via Zoom by the Registrar General, Jemima Owari, to help us understand the implications of this and, of course, the prospects ahead, what's going to be done to other companies who might fall prey to this particular situation, defaulting. We're grateful, ma'am, that you could join us. This particular action that you have taken, what does it mean for these firms that have been removed from the official list of the Registrar General's department covering companies in Ghana?
Zoom.
Thank you very much for the opportunity given the department to explain what is really happening. By this action, they've been made inactive in our system. If you come and look for those names, you'll not even find them because they've been made inactive. And what that means is that people doing business with them are doing so at their own risk because they have not been made active to do business with. If you want to bring these companies back into the register, they would necessarily have to go through the courts. And at the court's own discretion, they can bring them back and put them back on the register. And so this is going to happen within the next 12 years. After 12 years, the name will fall back into the public domain and anybody can pick up that name. But between now and 4 years, nobody can pick up the name until the courts either bring it back or they don't take action on it. And then somebody else can pick up the name after 12 years.
Interesting, but this obviously has some legal implications, as you have rightly stated. Is there any opportunity for them to regularize their status, better still, and appeal?
That's what I said. I've given them enough notice. These notices started since 2019, but they did not take us seriously. And what we did was we actually called each company's offices. We called them up and explained to them that there was the need for them to come and update their records. Some came to update. In fact, it was more than this, but some have come to update and therefore they didn't get taken off the register. But some just didn't even have the right information in our system, in the sense that you call them, they'll tell you that, they are no more interested in carrying on their business. So the option then, of course, is now court. If they really want to come back onto the register, they should go through the courts and then we'll put them back.
What is the next line of action now by the Registrar General? Because we understand that there are about 100,000 dormant companies that are set to be removed as well.
Yes, so this is just an indication that we are going along that line. The fact that these have been removed doesn't mean we've stopped. We have others we put on our website. If you know you want to do serious business in Ghana, go onto the website. If your name is among those companies, take steps to come and file your annual returns, file your financial statements, update us with the beneficial owners of your company, and then we'll put you back on the register. But if you don't do that, what you're telling us is that you're not interested in doing business in Ghana. That's what that means. So please, I'm using this as an opportunity. All businesses out there know that they have not filed annual returns up to date. And I'm talking of since 2011. Since 2011, some have never filed any annual returns or financial statements. And the law requires you 18 months after incorporation to file your returns and then yearly thereafter. If for any reason you're not doing business, still come and file, update, and inform us that you're not doing business. That is fine. But to sit back, not file, not update, and we have dead shareholders and dead directors and people who are no more in the businesses, and yet they're on our register. That's the whole idea. It's not just for the fun of it. Just give us accurate data so that anybody doing business with you knows that these are really the directors or shareholders of the company. Let me add this.
Okay.
This is just the first leg. Now, there are others from 1963 to 2011. These are the historical companies who have never done what we dub as re-registration. They only rush to the office when they get contracts, and then they come and update and get the new certificates. I'm giving those companies 1 year. Within 1 year, and I'm talking about big companies, not small companies. If you know that you want to be updated and be current in the system, please come and do the re-registration. Get all your officers getting a unique tax identification number, file your annual returns up to date, your beneficial owners, and then we'll give you a new certificate with a new number. Then you are in good standing. So that is what is in line for companies. By 30th of June, by 30th of June, the penalty is going to go up from 450 to 500. If you know that penalties, you don't want penalties, please ensure that this is done before 30th of June.
We also understand that you have increased the filing fees as well.
Yes, yes.
Help us understand what informed this decision.
In fact, it should even be more than that. I have, if you look at the Companies Act, each day that you default in filing an annual return is 12 penalty units each day. And it's not even the company alone. Each officer also has to pay that money. So we are not interested in taking companies off the register. So these fees have been whittled down just to ensure that it serves as a deterrence, so that you'll be compelled to come and make sure that you file your returns up to date. So now it's 500 Ghana cedis if for late filing. If you don't want to pay that kind of money, please come and file. It's just 50 Ghana cedis to file a return, just 50. So why would you want to pay a penalty of 500?
Indeed, of course. But, moving away from this developing story, of which we shall keep an eye on, what is the status of savings and loans finance houses that are being liquidated by your outfit at the moment?
We are not liquidating savings and loans and microfinance companies. We liquidated fund management companies. So far, we've liquidated 43. They are still going through the bailout package and getting their funds back. So it's remaining 4 of such companies.
Okay.
Still going through the court process. Once that is completed and they sign on to the bailout package, they'll get their money back.
Madam Jemima, we're grateful that you could take time off to explain decisions that you've taken delisting some companies who failed to file their returns. She's a Registrar General